What is going on, YouTube? Hope y'all are doing well out there. Welcome to another episode of the Rebuild series. If you are a returning viewer, I really do appreciate it. If you are a new viewer, welcome to the channel. My name's John. I'm on a mission to recapture some of my lost strength and rebuild my confidence a little bit. And it starts right here with the fundamentals of training. Today is Saturday. We always squat on Saturdays, and in my brain I call it Set the Tone Saturday. You know, a lot of people take we'll say relax on the weekend, well deserved, all that kind of stuff, but I like to use it just to push a little bit more and see if we can squeak out getting 1% better. Feeling pretty okay today. Sleep was pretty average last night. It seems to be my determining factor these days in how I feel. Woke up 190 even. That's kind of exactly what we like to see. At the end of the week, the bloat drops. We hit 190, so I'm pleased with that. We got the sprinkler going. I love that little sound in the background. Always enjoy these early Saturday morning squat sessions. It's pretty peaceful out here. But first things first, we gotta train. So, as usual, we're gonna drink the pre-workout, get warmed up, and get this day rolling. So, let's go. All right, YouTube, let's get this training footage review underway for this squat Saturday, set the tone Saturday, whatever you want to call it. Notes from the training log are this. Pleased with the Saturday squat session overall. Pleased with the amount of GPP. Didn't feel the best today, but made a little something out of what could have been a bad day. So overall, happy with this session. Wasn't the best from a energy and intensity standpoint, but we still got under the bar and did a little work. 190 on the day scale-wise, which is kind of exactly what I want to see as far as the diet plan. Just each week right there at the end kind of trickle anywhere from 189 and a half to maybe 190 and a half, and then each week lift a little bit more than the previous week and just keep going until I hit a wall. And if I do plateau, I'll probably really have to consider, like, okay, we need to try and maybe gain 5 or so pounds and then kind of just repeat the process. So we'll see, but I'll kind of worry about that when it happens. Following the 5-3-1 program as normal on this squat session. The rep schemes today were 5, 3, and then a top single for 1 or more. Starting out with, and these are weights based off of a standard bar, even though the safety squat bar is actually 65 pounds. It just works easier in, my brain just to use standard bar math. And then, internally, I just know that it's actually a 20-pound difference, but it is what it is. So we went 45 for 3, 95 for 1, 115 for 1, and then it was right into my warm-up sets, or working sets, which were 125 for 5, 150 for 3, and then we did 170. When I hit the 150 for 3, I thought, boy, this feels heavy, which was probably a bad thing. We managed to get the 170 for 1, but I was a little disappointed in that rep and that effort and thought I had more in the tank. So we reloaded, reset, and got back under the 170, and we wound up hitting it for a double. So super pleased about that. Squats are done. I'm pleased with that session overall. Mostly proud of coming back and hitting that for a double after hitting it for a single. I hit the single and it felt kind of heavy, but after I racked it, I was like, man, you should have hit that for more than just 1, even though the reps called for 1, but I like to do the 1 or more. So super happy with that we reset and came back and did it. So pretty decent squat session overall. So from here, we're gonna do a little GPP and then see what else we can get into today.
So the rest of what we got into today was just some GPP, which I do like that I did several rounds. I will say normally on Saturdays I just kind of squat and that's about it. But was feeling mentally inspired is a good way to describe it. After hitting that double, that I was like, all right, there's a little more in the tank today. So let's get some. So we pushed ourselves on the ab complexes, the push-ups before we went and did our GPP, which I carried the dumbbell around again. I went for the 50 today, which wound up crushing me. We got the 40-pounder for a mile on Wednesday, so I was like, you know what? We're just going to pick the 50 up and see if we can get it a mile, which I was a little disappointed in how that went, if I'm honest.
All right. So, Wednesday, I did a little bit different GPP where I carried that dumbbell instead of the lunges, and I really enjoyed it. And I want to keep making that a Saturday staple for sure. So, we did the 40-pounder on Wednesday. We carried it a mile. So, I went up to the 50-pounder today. Didn't make it a mile, made it 2/3 of a mile, walked it in 17 minutes and 10 seconds, and then just dropped it. So that's the rule. You can't put it down. So kind of disappointed that I couldn't get it a mile, but I'm gonna keep working at it. My goal that I have right now with it is 100 pounds for a mile. It's kind of inspired by a video that I watched several days ago by Seth Feroce, which it's something I thought about before doing and wanted to do. It was kind of the original point of moving to the garage gym, doing more basic just compound lifts, and then do more quote unquote functional movements, because I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff, just picking up weight and carrying it and things like that. So definitely going to keep that in. So yeah, 100 pounds for a mile is the goal. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me there, but on Saturdays we're going to start doing that instead of lunges. But overall, solid training session. I thought really proud of coming back and hitting the 170 for a double after hitting it for a single. You know, I racked it after the first time and I was like, you could have done more than one. Program prescribed 170 for one or more. So I hit the one and then it was like, you can get that for more than one. So, you know, every choice I make in my training and recovery impacts this max effort lift test, and I have to remember that at times. So I shouldn't necessarily leave it in the tank if I can help it, you know, in a smart way. And we definitely could have pushed a little bit harder than one. So super proud of that. Really had a good time carrying that dumbbell around. I'm sure my neighbors thought I was, you know, that saw me today was, look, that weird guy's doing something else today. But overall, I'm pumped. Set the tone Saturday. It's only like 6:20. So yeah, training's done. From here, we're gonna go do our personal development, but plenty more to do. So let's keep rolling.
And then from there, it was our little personal development routine. We did our training log review. We did our daily Stoic question. We read for 30 minutes in our book of the day. Golf is not a game of perfect. And then from there, it was the household chore routine for Saturdays. You know, not the funnest stuff to do by any means, but it's important to do. Important to have a routine, I believe in, and to take care of the things that you are, blessed to have. It's just how kind of I approach it. And I kind of enjoy it, give some time to think about, how the week went, where I would like to improve and all that kind of stuff. Tortured Lucy Jane right here. It was bath day, just the worst day ever. She has it so terrible. But overall, a really strong Saturday. I'm pleased with what today turned into.
What's going on, YouTube? A little bit later on in the day, we're wrapping it up. Feeling pretty good about today overall. Training was solid this morning. Carrying the dumbbell, my shoulders are pretty beat up from that, but like in a good way. We're cooking dinner right now. We're keeping it pretty light. We've got, our normal Sunday fun day plans. last Saturday I tried cooking a little bit different style meal with the air fried chicken sandwich. It was pretty good. I really wasn't feeling that industrious tonight, so we kept it pretty light, but I wanted something slightly different, so we went with, we've got a little bit of bison cooking right now, and then we've got some riced cauliflower mashed potatoes. So mostly just wanted to keep it light. I don't feel that hungry for some reason. And we've got Sunday Fun Day tomorrow with the fiance. So overall, super good day. I'm happy with ticking all the boxes. We read, we trained, we did our conditioning, all that kind of stuff. I think it was a pretty solid week overall. Definitely some things to clean up for next week. We've got a deload week coming up, and then a max effort lift test. So that's what I'm trying to get in my brain and think about going forward for this week. Just kind of remember that every choice that I make, is going to impact that over this week. So I'm going to keep that in mind and make sure we dial in the mobility, the recovery, all that kind of stuff. Looking forward to it though. It's going to be a fun week. Other than that, we're going to enjoy the rest of the evening. I forgot the most important part now, finding the balance and all that kind of stuff and enjoying ourselves. We do have something, a treat tonight that I'm looking forward to. That chocolate moose tracks. That's the real reason we're keeping it light. But we're gonna wrap it here. It's been a great week. Looking forward to next week. I hope you are doing well. I hope you get 1% better. I hope you get some small wins, and I'll see y'all next time.